Alright, so we're back, and now I gotta do the front wobble issue. The rear, I had an issue, broken off screw inside the rear axle, where the hub mounted. So these ones here, same issue. They are wobbly. So we're gonna pull this axle, and I've already got most of them out. There was one missing. No locker cable or servo for the locker, so I'm not sure why that's missing. But let's pull this axle and see if we can't get this fixed. He did say he'll replace the axle for the rear for me. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so looks like I got some wires in the way here. That are not gonna allow me to remove the axle, so let's pull it out. Well, that wasn't on there either. So the drive line wasn't attached to the motor. Well, it was, but it was. I guess we'll find out if there's any screws in it, but I've got to pull this tire. Wow. Let me turn this for you guys. Look at that screw. That's not my wobble. The wobble's inside the hub, so I gotta take these 4 off, and we'll go from there. The top looks fine. So let's see what we got here. Okay. So yeah, he said he'll replace the rear axle for me. I have an issue with the front motor. It's grinding, so I need that replaced as well. I need the servo and locker cable for this front locker that's missing. And the rear liftgate. The liftgate here, I don't think it's this arm, but the other arm that lifts off of the hydraulic. Something's wrong right there, so it hits the gate when it opens. I'll do a video of it a little later, but let's get this out of here and see what we're working with here. Alright, so those are going to be hard to get to. Well, how about get that? There we go. There's one. Now, let me get my little. Oops, wrong one. Gotta find my other one real quick. Give me a second. Not sure what I did with it. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. So let's get these out of here. Whoops. Oh, come on. Alright, there's one. Get this one. Okay. Get this out. Damn, that's tight. Come on. Get out of there. It's definitely not very easy to do. Damn. Alright, there's that one. Wow. Alright, let's get this other one here. Okay, I'm not sure why wires are going underneath this thing. They should be above it. These are not going to be easy to get back in because they're rubbing up against the axle housing. There we go. Come on. Okay, there's another one. I got one more here. Okay, here we go. Get this last one. So I should be able to pull the axle now that I get this wheel off. All right, so okay, here we go. Okay, so to fix the wobble, which is right here, and right here, do it like this. Alright, so this one's going to need it too, so let's take that off. I'll go ahead and pause it while I remove these here, and then I'll be right back. Alright, one screw left. Get that out of there. Come on. Shit. Come on. Wow. There. Come on. That did not want to come out. Alright, so that's that one. We should be able to pull it out. Should be. Alright, so something's wrong here. It should pull right out, and it's not. Let's see what's going on here. It's a little tight. It's a little stiff, but this thing is not. Here we go, here we go, here we go, there we go. Man, I miss having hands and blood and a stomach. We should get a drink. Really? Like, go somewhere? Yeah, let's drop the kids off. Okay. Not bad. Not sure what's there. Alright. So now what we got to do is we've got to remove this threaded pin out of the shaft, and then the bearing that's inside. So we'll remove this and pull the bearing. Same thing on this side. Remove the threaded pin in the shaft, and then get this bearing out. You got to tap on the back of this to get this bearing to slide out a little bit. There's 4 bolts under here that tighten this up. So let's get at it. Let's see, we'll go this way. Screwdriver, I might be able to get that one. Give me a second here. Alright, I'm back. So I should be able to back this one out pretty easily with the screwdriver. The other ones were not very easy, didn't have a groove in them. Almost there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Alright, I got that one out. So now we got to tap on the back of this. Oh, give me a second. Alright, so you got to tap on the back of this hub to try to get this bearing to come out enough to grab it. And then behind this bearing will be 4 bolts. Then you'll have to do the same thing to the reverse side. This one's sticking out a little bit, but then you'll just put everything right back the way you took it apart, and you'll be good and tight. But make sure you use your Loctite since there's none on here. So basically, alright, so the bearing came out easy on this one. The rear axle, it did not. So there's your 4 bolts. So you'll go ahead and, I had one snapped off in the rear axle, and I couldn't get it out. So he did say he'll replace the axle, but I got to go through and make sure this one has no issues at the same time. That way we can handle it all at once. So there's how to fix your wheel wobble. And once you pull these and Loctite them, same with the other side, put everything back together the way it came apart, and remount your axle. Alright guys, I'll do another video here shortly going over the whole thing. Hope this helps you guys out. I had to get help from someone that already went through the same thing, so without them I wouldn't have been able to figure it out. So till next time, have a good one guys.